complex number arithmetic, and discover the powers of I. And you don't even need to be in complex mode. Do you know that the TI-84 will add, subtract, multiply, divide, and even square complex numbers, just like students are asked to do on the ACT? Here, let's add these two complex numbers. Then let's subtract those same two complex numbers. I'm just going to go up to the history and paste this down so I can easily edit that plus sign to a minus sign. And there's the difference. Next is the product. The times sign is optional. Here we're asked to find the quotient. I'm not sure I like having decimals. I like to have fractions here, so let's look at this two other ways. Here I used the fraction template to type this as a quotient and multiplied it by 1 in the form of the conjugate of the denominator divided by itself to so-called realize the denominator. Press enter, and I like this answer much, much better. But we can also have this simplified just by typing it as you see it as a quotient using the fraction template. And then finally squaring a complex number. I should point out that I do want my students to be able to do all of this by hand, but if it's available and they're allowed to use it. And one of my favorite calculator discovery exercises is having students discover the pattern for the powers of I. Here I've had the calculator calculate the powers of I from I to the first to here I to the fifth, and then from I to the fifth to I to the eighth, I to the ninth to I to the 12th, and so on. But I would prefer that my students wrote it in simplified form so that they can see the powers of I pattern. For student activity and teacher solutions to accompany this video, go to this website.